talking about, what do you do? So step one, very important, is don't do anything. Stop. Think about this. Do you actually really need this person's support, or do you just want it? So is it somebody who is actually going to be very helpful to your project, or is it somebody that you may just would really like it emotionally if they said, yeah, you got this, and I'm willing to roll up my sleeves and help you. Very, very important step. You can waste a lot of time trying to convert a doubter to somebody who's on your team if you just want their support but don't actually really need it. So first thing is, when you bump into this type of person, figure out, do you really need, are they critical to your project, or do you just want it? So if they are potentially a good resource for your project, then yes, I would suggest that you put in some effort to understand what is the issue causing them to be a doubter. Ask questions. Say, what can I do to help facilitate your understanding? Do you need more information? Would it be helpful to have a product sample? Can we spend some time together talking? Whatever it is that's appropriate for your project, then go ahead and do that. Spend some time and think about what it is that you would, what you could do. When you ask that question, make sure you actually really listen to the answer. Listen carefully. Are they speaking from their own personal experience, or is there something else going on? Listen objectively. Take the emotion out of it. Is this somebody that's like maybe in your personal network, like a family member or a friend, or somebody that you have a personal history with, where they may be withholding their support for some other reason that has nothing to do with your project? So listen to what someone is actually saying to you. Remember that their opinion is just one data point. It is not a fact, it's just an opinion. So, you can certainly take some credible advice and learn from their experience, but it's not a decision. So even if a doubter comes back and says, I'm hesitating because of my personal experience in this industry, or with this group of people, or something similar, listen and see if there's something that you can learn. But there could be some things that are different entirely about your project. So you may not be able to convert somebody like that, or you may. So it really depends on what it is that they need to move forward in, progressing onto converting to a supporter. Or you may just determine that their experience, for whatever reason, may be something that is so hard for them to move beyond that position that it would take too much time to convert them. And then you can move on. So don't be confrontational, but ask if you can revisit this with them later. Maybe somebody just needs to see you a little bit further in your project before they jump on board. So ask if there's something, can we regroup again in a month, or after I have a meeting with some other people, or at another time that makes sense. Can we regroup later on? Explore ways that you can help them understand. Is it pictures, reports, like I said, a sample, something like that, more spreadsheets. But your emotional intelligence, your empathy to what their issues are, could help them have more confidence in your project and in you. So the way you maturely and non-emotionally approach this, and you actively listen, could be the reassurance that they need to get onto your team. Some of these people may be people that don't know you well. And if that's the case, they may just need to see you in action with how you explore when things are not easy. And so that could be all it takes, is having a dialogue. Explore that with them. And it's very important when contacts don't know you, is that they see this side of you that you're kind of an empathetic listener and really expressing that you really want them on your team, if that's the case. And remember, again, if this is somebody who may just be a doubter because you have a personal history with them, or, for instance, a family member that your success may be unnerving to them, that's a very complicated, emotionally charged issue that you probably are not going to resolve within the context of this project. So just understand that somebody who is a doubter for reasons like that, they may need to stay in that category, and you may not be able to convert them. And that's okay. Not everyone has to be on your project team. You will have supporters. This person just may not be one of them. Move on.